Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, May 1st, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I choose the path that heals. And a note about that is in this moment, you are on the path that heals. We are always on the path that heals. Sometimes we're taking a more direct path and other times we're taking a loop-de-loop. I do feel like part of healing is valuing the lessons that come through. So to choose the path that heals is to notice the patterns, notice the lessons that are coming up. And we still have Saturn hanging out with the South Node, which means we have opportunity to break from old patternings. But just be very aware of lessons that are coming up. And today, we have interesting things. We have two connections with Saturn going on. So Saturn and the South Node working in Capricorn reminds us of our responsibility, that soul responsibility, that soul mission. So the first connection that we have is Mercury in Aries, and it's squaring Saturn in that Capricorn. The other connection, interestingly enough, is Mars in Gemini, which is in conjunct, not quite seeing eye to eye. So both of these energies have that Aries or that Mars feel to them. That's kind of like, I want to break through. I want to push it. I want it now. Can it just be now? We have that energy going on in and through there. There's a lot of mental monkeying that's going on right there. The best thing you can do is utilize the focus energy and be like, what is the lesson for me in this moment? What is the healing? We have the sun today reaching 11 degrees, so that is the healing degree. Value the situation, value the energies that you're in because there is healing, because they hold value in the lessons and in the healing for you at this time. One of the things though, that Aries energy, it wants to be here at A and be at B in the next second and then go to C all the way through Z and just, get it done, get it done, get it done. And so that Aries energy can definitely rise the frustration. Now, just to throw a little bit more on that fire, we have the moon actually entering Aries today. So the moon will go into Aries at 3:24 a.m. So moon and Aries pushing us through the day, giving us on that emotional level that desire to get there already. And the song that popped into my head is Florence and the Machine, Shake It Out. Shake it out, shake it out. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. The devil on your back at this point is the thing that thinks it needs to be there. This moment, you are on the healing path. This moment, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't speed things up. It doesn't mean that things won't speed up. Although I do have this card, the postponement card, which is like, enjoy the pretty flowers where you are at right now. Those things can happen, but that frustration is like carrying the devil on your back. So notice the frustration. Notice that the frustration is showing you, hey, there's something that you really want. And rather than focus so much on the frustration, focus on what are these paths and what are the lessons that are leading you to this point of this thing that you really want. What is your personal responsibility? How are you called to respond in a way that's true to you, in a way that's true to your soul at this time? Because Saturn is playing a major part. Now, the other thing to note is both of these connections are happening at 20 degrees. And 20 degrees is that 2 energy, which connects us back to Cancer energy, which is where we have the North Node. And the North Node is reminding us these old patterns that we're letting go of. The new pattern we want to put in place is taking care of ourselves, nurturing ourselves through this energy. So, to kick the healing energy up another notch, we have the moon as it moves through Aries energy, connecting with Chiron at 4 degrees. Again, shake it out, shake it out. 4 degrees is that revolution, evolution degree. So with Chiron there, Wounded Healer is bringing things up through possibly triggers that need to be healed and cleared at this time. The moon may take it to the emotional level because usually if it's under the surface, we might be like, that's uncomfortable, whatever. But when it hits the emotional level and we're like, my gosh, that's when we really start to pay attention. So shake it out. Allow these things to come up, allow them to come through, nurture yourself through it. Again, what is your personal responsibility in this? Last thing to mention is that we are building into a new moon. Oh my gosh, already. We have a new moon happening on Saturday, the 4th. So as the moon shifts into Aries, this is the sign before where we're having the new moon. So we're entering dark of the moon phase. So just be aware, dark of the moon can bring us some of our shadows. The moon loves to show us that which is hidden. So these things are coming up to be healed. It's a good thing, but it can be frustrating in the moment. Cards, like I said, you may be frustrated because it's not moving as fast as you think it should. There are lessons for you in this moment. The more you can surrender to, okay, what is my lesson? How am I being called to show up? The more you'll be able to move with ease through it. Try not to go overboard with overthinking these things. I like the Kish method. Keep it simple, humans. So, Kish. Keep it simple, humans. Besides that, I love these cards. These cards, all three of them together, is beautiful. These lessons, ultimately, I think are helping us have courage to move forward from that heart-centered place. From that heart-centered place, we emit much light. And that is what we are here to do, to emit that light, to bring forth our light, to bring forth our talents and gifts. That's that Taurus energy. And when we do, we reach that beautiful integration place, that beautiful place of balance. So keep that in the back of your mind as you face the frustrations and all these energies. So take a second. What are you grateful for? You could be grateful for the triggers, grateful for the pokes, grateful for Mahalo shaking the computer right now. Besides that, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com to set that up. Besides that, the better it gets, I promise. Even when it feels tough, it's always leading you to better. You do have the power, and there is more than enough love in the world for you. Namaste.